Ultron, heal me! Ultron! Ultron! Ultron has an issue, and we need to talk about it, cause it's a problem. Hello and well awakenings. I am TheThen, and me and my assistant will be explaining why our king, Ultron, needs a rework, and why if he doesn't receive one, he will stay being the worst strategist in the game! For those who don't know, Ultron is an AI villain who tried to destroy humanity to create his version of a perfect world. And in Marvel Rivals, you can just call him Bumtron because he can't do any of that in the game! Let my very sane assistant explain to all of you why that is.
Thank you very much for bringing me back. You know, I got a call saying that we needed to fix a robot, and that's my specialty. I mean, I already went into a high-voltage facility and stole a portal gun, which I used to see my robotic girlfriend, Jay. If you know her, you know her. But let me explain to you why Ultronic...
His name's Ultron, dummy!
Ultron is so bad. Let's start with number one. He heals way too slow! I mean, it's just bad. Mantis heals slow too, but at least Mantis has a damage boost. Ultron just heals slow and has nothing! Mantis is a better pick than Ultron any day. She's just better. Ultron is just bad in healing completely. Outside of the Iron Man team up, all you have is your slow healing drone and your ult, which they've nerfed. So, the only way to help your teammate is to put a drone on them, right click, give them a little bit of overshield, and attack the enemy to help your teammate. That's all you can do! Now, another thing. He is too much like a DPS. The way that I see that they were trying to aim Ultron to be is somewhat of a healer and somewhat like a DPS. But the thing is, they went too far on the DPS side. I don't know if I said this was healer or DPS. I forgot! But he's too much like a DPS. He does way too much damage, and they nerfed his healing. If anything, personally, I think they should have nerfed his damage and buffed his healing. But I might just be crazy. But I know I'm the most sane person here. 3, the third thing. I know I have not been taking track of the numbers, but you can count, I can count, your ranked teammates cannot count though! Your ranked teammates cannot count! But the third complaint is, Ultron nowadays is only good in triple support. So good in fact, they had to nerf him like triple support was his fault. I'm gonna say this now. Triple support was not Ultron's fault. It was not. It's called triple support, not Ultron support.
There's 3 people at fault! 3!
Even Guang himself said some stupidity like, even though we nerfed Ultron, triple support is still a problem.
You stupid idiots!
Well, of course it is! Triple support was never its fault! You made a bad healer, and he's only useful in triple support. What else do you want it to do? What else do you want Ultron to do? And then you nerfed him. Ultron is now a throw pick, even in triple support. If your enemy team has a Sue, Dagger, or Luna, or any of those 3 in the team, you're losing! Ultron's healing is horrible! You guys nerfed him for no reason! And lastly, Ultron is just boring. Think about it, every single strategist in the game, even the new one, Gambit, who just has everything, has a unique trait to them. All of them. Adam Warlock has Soul Bond and he can resurrect his entire team! Isn't that so cool? Dagger has Cloak, and Cloak has Terror Cape. Terror Cape makes enemies take more damage! I mean, what else do I have to say?
You could also say it also blinds them.
Invisible Woman has telekinesis, a shield, and can go invisible! Jeff can eat the entire team, and his bubbles make people run faster! Loki can go invisible. Another person that can go invisible. He has his lamp that can basically take anything, and he can steal anything! anyone in the entire game's ultimate. Anyone! Loki's ult is anyone's ult. He's amazing. The only thing they need to change about that guy is his damage. I don't know why they nerfed him. Luna Snow is Luna Snow. I have nothing else to say. You have a freeze. You do more damage than most DPSs. And you have a snowflake. I mean, what else do I have to say? Mantis has damage boost. Has a stun that you can combo with. And her ult makes people run faster. Again! Rocket the raccoon. I want a raccoon. He is Rocket. I mean, he has a beacon that can revive teammates. And his ult gives damage boost and shield. Everyone has a unique trait. Do you know what Ultron has? Ultron can fly. That's it! That's all I need to do! Ultron can fly.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
I mean, I have nothing else to say! Ultron's horrible! Now that my points are out of the way, let me pass it back to the main man so we can use the rework that I created. Because I am a scientist. And I know how to do sci-fi technology! And let's show Guang what a real killing machine looks like!
Dr. Diggerdo, Ultron is a strategist. He doesn't really get a lot of kills. So I don't know why you would make a killing machine. It's unnecessary. What are you doing, Dr. Diggerdo? It's not necessary for you to do that. He's a strategist. We're making a strategist, not a DPS. That was a problem from day one, bro.
Thank you very much, Dr. Diggerdo, for your assistance. But let us now get into the rework! Because, let's face it, as we have just disclosed, Ultron needs it! Now, just a heads up, this is Dr. Diggerdo's rework, so if you do not agree with it, I mean, look at Luna, and look how Gambit turned out. Bro, Sue Storm can literally put a shield on top of herself! So if you want to complain about any of these Ultron changes, you should complain about all of that too. Because Gambit can basically do everything. He's literally better than Ultron in every single way. This rework is going to boost Ultron a few steps up, just so he can be on the same level as Luna, Sue, and characters like Mantis as well. So if you think this is overpowered, then you think they're overpowered. Alright, now, with that out of the way, let's start with the basic moveset. Let's start with Ultron's first move, you know, his M1s. Those are the Enhanso Ray. Inhalo Ray? Whatever the first one's called, bro. Now, we can keep this the same, Loki. This is not really, it's not that busted. I mean, he can 3-shot 275. 2-shot, actually, right? He can 3-shot. With damage fall off, I can't speak. And close range, he can 2-shot, right? With his M1, you know, his Enhanso Ray, whatever it's called, or Enhanso Halo Ray, he can 2-shot anyone if he's close, like below like 275, I'd say. We got Black Panther right here. Let me just remind him why you keep getting nerfed, stupid Panther. Alright, so yeah, we can keep it the same. I mean, if you wanted to nerf it, I understand he might have to 3-shot enemies. That's completely fine. But basically, he's always far away, so the fall off is fine. Like, this will take 3 hits, right? Oh no, I don't know what the fall off is. Is Black Panther just that bad? So majority of the time, he 3-shots 275 and below. That's fair. That's fair enough. Fair enough. He 3-shots. We can keep it the same. Now it's time for us to get into what I think we should change for him. Instead of the Iron Man team up being, you know, an Iron Man team up, just like how Punisher, let me just go Punisher real quick, and Black Widow, you can press 1, 2, and switch to your one-shot thing, and you also got your, you know, your AR. I think Ultron, now I'm gonna have to bring Iron Man back, isn't this just beautiful? Let me just bring this stupid ape back. I think when Ultron presses 2 on his keyboard, he gets the Nano Ray. Now obviously it has a startup, so you can't just instantly spam it. It has this little startup. But then once you have it, you can just heal people like normally. If they just did this, if they just change it like this, I think Ultron would be completely fair. Now the other things that I'm gonna say might be a bit too much, but I think just changing that alone, putting that in his basic kit would be enough for Ultron, genuinely. Anyways, let's get to the next thing. And for the other things, like, you know, his right click, his drone, his dash, you guys already know what those do, so I don't really want to yap for too long and waste you guys' time. But yeah, I don't really need to talk about them because they're already kind of fine and they're very balanced. I would keep them the same. So yeah, we can just skip to the new things that I want to change for Ultron. You know, the things that we should really consider putting in his kit. And let's get into that right now. It's time for a new ability. Remember what Dr. Diggerdew said. Ultron might be the worst strategist. No, he's not even. He is the worst strategist. But he's also the most boring strategist. Like, he is boring. Like, all you can do is fly, give your drone, press E, and, like, right click. That's all I can do. There's no fun. Ultron is not a game changer. Like, Luna Snow can, like, you know, freeze a Spider-Man that might save the game. Her hitting that freeze genuinely might save the game. Same with Mantis, stunning like a Black Panther before he does like a crazy combo, that might save the game. You had value. Or Rocket, reviving like a tank to use his ult before he was about to die, bringing him back to the point faster. That's a game changer. Ultron has nothing like that. The only thing that he's a game changer is just rage baiting the other enemies. Like, oh, I'm an Ultron, I just get Spider-Man and I'm insta-dead. Like that's the only thing Ultron has of value. Ultron has nothing of value, so that's where I think I have a very good idea for Ultron. Hear me out. Ultron has a new button, F. When you press F on your keyboard, the person that the drone is on will have 5 seconds of CC immunity. Now, before you guys start booing, hold on, the window's open, I don't want people to hear me. Just remember, Sue Storm has an ability right now in this current season where she can put a shield on herself, which gives her the ability to heal herself mid-fight and block damage. So, I don't want to hear anything by giving this to Ultron. I don't want to hear a single peep. Now, let me explain what this ability would do. So, let's say this yo, you hitting me, bro? Like, is there something wrong with you? Go! Let's say this drone was about to get, like, I don't know, grabbed by Wolverine. Please don't die, bro. I would put the drone on him, and then I'd press F on my keyboard. It doesn't obviously look like that, but he would have CC immunity, so you see the little yellow bar on him. But this guy, even though he's in the radius, he would not get, you feel me, CC immunity. He wouldn't get it, because obviously if it was everyone in the radius, that's overpowered as hell. Even I would say that. That's overpowered. So Ultron would just, and this is only for him. Ultron doesn't get this either. Ultron does not get this. I have something else in store for Ultron when he presses F. Something else. He would have a cooldown, obviously, maybe like 1 second, like Phoenix, when she can, when they did this new stupid buff where she can't do her little spin anymore. Like, it would have like a 1 second, so just so you can't like spam it, you know, just so you can't like instantly put a drone on them and then instantly press F, so they won't get pulled. That would be overpowered. So maybe like a 1 second cooldown when putting a new drone on someone. I think that's fine. And just think about it like this. Let's say it's overtime, right? You and Luna both died, and we need to get back to point, right? But Spider-Man knows that Luna has her ult. So the Spider-Man on the enemy team rushes to your spawn to pull Luna off the map, to stall point for as long as possible, and then his team wins. As Luna Snow, if you miss your freeze, it's pretty much wraps for you. There's no way you'll be able to avoid that encounter. If Spider-Man pulls you off the map, it's finished for you. You're dead. And then there's nothing you can do. Your team lost. But that's where you come in, Ultron. You know that someone's going to try and stop Luna from going on to point. So you know what you do? You put your drone on her, just to make sure. And lo and behold, Spider-Man is at your spawn, pulls Luna, but you press F on your keyboard, and his pull rips. The pull ripped, because she has CC immunity for 5 freaking seconds. And with that, Luna's able to successfully go onto point and ult. Successfully. You saved Luna's life. And by saving Luna's life, you had value. You had value. You Ultronic man. Ultron! You had value! Ultron, think about it. You had value. You smart dog. You needed this. But let me talk to you about what I think F should do to Ultron. I think the way they wanted to make Ultron, they wanted to make him like a poke strategist. Like, he does damage, and, you know, he kind of brawls with people. Gets his damage done, and healing. So let's reward people for doing that, because that's what you wanted him to be like. I think when Ultron presses F, he gets the slightest amount of lifesteal. Let me explain why. Ultron is the only strategist in the entire game that cannot heal himself. He can't. The only way he can heal himself is if he puts himself in a horrible position and it goes inside of his own drone, which is stupid. It's not burst healing. It's slow healing, but the more you attack people, the more healing you get. So if you're low, you can press F and, you know, just attack people and get your health back. That's fair. Just before you complain, Dagger can put a bubble down that can negate Black Panther and Spider-Man's ult. Do you know how long that bubble takes to come back? 8 seconds. 8 seconds. 8 seconds before Dagger can do that again. 8. There's zero skill involved. You just look down, right click, easily. At least Ultron has to 1v1 and start fighting people to get his health back. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair, actually. That's very fair. Now to the Spider-Man mains that did not like the sound of, oh, my pole can get disabled. Think about it. It's a trade-off. If you harass Ultron and bait him to use his F, then you can go after Luna and pull off the map. And it's on cooldown. It's a trade-off. It's either he self-heals himself, or he sacrifices it. He uses it to save his teammates with CC immunity. I think that alone would make Ultron such a unique strategist because he has a choice to either help himself, be a selfish little brat, which, let's face it, most DPS mains will do, or have crazy value and give his teammate, a single teammate, CC immunity. I think that's his last move, and I believe that would make Ultron beautiful. I just realized I haven't even named my new move that I'm going to give to Ultron, and I think I'm going to name it Updated Upgrade. You know, because it updates Ultron, you know, giving him the lifesteal and making him able to brawl and get his health back, and then it upgrades his teammates, giving them CC immunity. So I think that's a very good name for this move, you know, Updated Upgrade. And I just think it fits Ultron, just his personality well, because, you know, he's a selfish guy, he's a robot, he really only cares about himself. He's a villain, you know, he's an actual, you know, he's an evil man. Well, AI, so he's a villain, so he should have, like, selfish, like, tendencies to do things sometimes that he wants to do for himself, or other times he wants to help people, but for, you know, reasons that are malicious. Like, he helps people for malicious reasons, not because he actually wants to. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's what they should, you know, make Ultron feel like, you know? But to the Marvel Rivals devs, if they're actually watching this, which is very unlikely, I'm just gonna keep it real. If you guys put the Iron Man team up in Ultron's kit, I'm gonna be happy either way. Like, that new move would just make him more unique. But let's face it, they don't really want Ultron to be unique. They want him to be boring. So, just put the Iron Man team up in this kit. He'll be a good healer next season. I promise. Season 5.5, please. Just put the Iron Man team up in his kit. I've been saying this on Twitter time and time and time. Just do that, alright? Shout out to my assistant for making this rework for me. And I think it's a really good idea. I think we should really try to give this to Ultron, at least the Iron Man team up. That's generally all I need. And yeah, with that being said, please, if you guys like this, just like, comment, and subscribe. And let's try. All the Ultron mains stand up! Let's at least try to make Ultron beautiful. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!